Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Wanted to go through, for players that are taking it too far inside of the backswing, a couple things that can help you get better and help you make a bit better contact. Usually when it comes really inside in that takeaway move, we're gonna have some sort of reaction to get it back on the ball. So when I'm looking at that motion, what could happen, right? So if I get set in there, if I'm bringing that thing too far inside, okay, so at some point that club is going to have to get back on that ball, right? So not too many people are just going to bring it from this spot, right? Because that would probably be, 10 or so from the inside club path wise. So most people, when they get it over here, their brain is trying to get that thing lined back up. So you can see how the force is probably going to come sort of in this kind of circle. So if we're looking at, okay, can we get that takeaway a little bit straighter at the start of backswing? So a couple things to do when we're looking at that motion if you're taking it too inside. One is, why is it going inside? Is it because I am using rotation of my wrist? So you can see the butt of the club starts pointing away from my body pretty quickly. Is that why it's going inside? One other way that it could be going inside, there's multiple ways, is if I'm going in that takeaway move, is it going inside because I'm just opening everything up in that first move? So the idea that, oh, I got to make sure I turn my chest when I take it back. And then again, that sometimes can lead to players getting a little overactive in that transition with where the club's going to move. Your brain's always going to be reacting to where this club is, right? So if I can do that takeaway, so the first player, if the wrists are rolling a lot in that first move, what's it like to take it back where the club still sort of points at my lead hip and when I take that club back, right? That's one way to think about it versus if I roll my hands, that grip starts pointing away from my body. Another way to do it is if I just take my trail hand off and I put it on the side and I'm just pushing my trail hand straight backwards, that's going to help me create a little bit better rotation. And then you can see that club's going to be a bit more in front of me. For players that are overactive in the turn, you could think about potentially, what's it like to keep my chest and hips pointed at the ball a little bit longer? So at least until I get to about my trail knee, and then you do your wind-up move, right? So first tendency, if you roll it in, what's it like to get the club pointed at the hip, then turn, and then hit one? Okay, so really, really good drill. The other player, if they tend to rip it inside, okay, what's it like to keep the hips and chest pointed at the ball in that little bit of the first move versus them sort of pointed behind me? So first move, hips and chest pointed a little bit more at the ball, maybe just in front of my trail foot. So there's just a touch of rotation versus a ton of rotation. Okay, so I do that just a little bit. And then what's it like to go up and hit it from that spot, right? So we can find different movements to help that club stay a little bit more online in that takeaway move if your tendency is to take it too far inside early in that backswing. Pretty common tendency. I hope this helps you if this is one of your tendencies in your backswing. Thanks so much, guys.